Hi, I'm Jay Alan Yim. I'm the composer of Neverthesamerivertwice, which the York Philharmonic is premiering this weekend in New York City at the Metropolitan Museum and at Symphony Space. The way that I would describe the piece that I've written is that it's Neverthesamerivertwice is a reference to Heraclitus, the whole idea that you can't step into the same river twice. And what I've written for Alan and the orchestra is it's kind of unconventional piano concerto, so it's a non-concerto piano concerto. So it's one where the idea is that the soloist plays in every single measure of the piece. So I think of the pianist as maybe the collaborator-in-chief. A very, very big influence, on my thought process and a source of inspiration was a trip that I made to Iceland a couple of years ago, actually, when I was shooting video, or actually was assisting shooting video and recording quadraphonic sound for an upcoming project that I'm doing with my collaborator, Marlena Novak. And the sense of being present with these really primal forces of nature in Iceland, and being in the presence of glaciers and waterfalls and river deltas, and this sense of just being right at the edge of where the water meets the land, and the dynamic nature of water interacting, with the terrain that it encounters, was tremendously inspirational. My piece, in a sense, could be thought of as a journey following a river's path, from a delta up to its glacial source. But in the case of Neverthesamerivertwice, that's a journey that's traced in reverse. So we start in the beginning of the piece at the river delta, and we end actually up at the headwaters, or really the glacial source of this. It's not a specific river, but let's say an archetypal river. In this case, what I wanted was to think about the social relationships between the pianist and the rest of the orchestra, and so that's why there's this notion of it being collaborative and being something where there's a shared purpose in the music making, rather than something which is oppositional. I really think that it's important, right now, for there to be this sense of people engaging in shared energy and collaborating in order to find solutions for things.